guys, I figured today I would do my version of a makeup tutorial. I'm not sure that I'm much of a makeup pro, but I think most of us aren't. And sometimes people are intimidated or they're not sure what to do with products, and I figured I would just show you what I do. I kind of like to think of your face and my face, anybody's face, as just really a canvas. You know, have fun with it. It all washes off. Nothing's like permanent marker, so you're all good. Just try different things. You'll get a better feel for what you like, what you don't like, but just try and be a little bit more bold and do things that maybe you've not tried before, you've seen on other people, you've seen on someone you watch on TV. Give it a whirl. Can't hurt, right? So this is what I do, and I also have two products that are new to me today that I've been dying to just get into. So I thought I would just use those on here. The one that we're going to use is Apple Cinnamon. It is our glazeware from Avon. So pretty, all shiny in the new package. I love it. And the other one is Radiance, and it's our Smooth Minerals blush. So I haven't tried a mineral blush before, but my other blush that I was using is crusty and nasty and has to go. So I was overdue for something fresh. So just got out of the shower, so I have my classic hair claw. This is how I roll, so don't mind the hair. We're not doing a hair tutorial today. Basically, I start off with this guy here. Here's a new one because I was running low as well. So these ones here are just the concealer stick. I like them because you can draw right on your face if you want, or you can use a makeup brush on there and then put it where you want it. Do a combination of two. Again, I'm not really a pro. I just sort of do what I feel like in the moment, and it comes out how it comes out. So if you don't like how I do it, you can do it a different way. I'm okay with that. I won't even know. It's all good. So here we go. This one again is coming to the end, so it's a little sad, but I do a combination of, where's my brush here? I do a combination of a brush and my finger and the stick and whatever. Again, I haven't quite perfected this technique. This is fairly new to me. So yeah, I just take it, run it down my nose. This is getting a little wonky here. Put some on my chin. Anywhere that just looks a little bit redder than I like, especially my lips. I always have such a red tone to my lips, which I'm personally not a huge fan of on me. So spread that in there. Just kind of mats everything out, gives a nice base for whatever lipstick or gloss or look you choose to go for that day. Just kind of spread that on. My nose always tends to get a little bit sun-kissed, especially at this time of year. It always sticks out the furthest, so it's the first thing to get some color. So just spread that on. Also like to do under my eyes here. Again, this one here, I like to go a lighter tone for sure than what I would use for my foundation, just because I think it helps those areas be brighter. They sort of pop and it defines. I like going right down the middle of the nose because I feel like it just gives you nicer angles, gives you more detail, kind of shows the shadows on your face more, defines your features. So I'm a fan of that. And doing nothing, I don't know, I just don't like the look as much. So I've started doing the line down the nose recently. I saw it on, I don't know, somebody's YouTube video, and I quite liked it. I tried it out and it was a keeper. So anyway, then I just blend it out a little bit. There we go. And all this is going to get powder over it too, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It's basically just highlighting some different areas. If you have any little, blemishes or spots, I always have a couple. You just, spread that out too. So now I'm all done with that. Now come the eyebrows. You guys may or may not have seen my eyebrow video. I really don't have any. It's pretty sad. I don't love them, but that's okay. What I do love, however, is our Glimmer Stick Brow Definer. I've struggled with my eyebrows for so many years. I never really know how to put them on. I never really know what to use. I always feel self-conscious. You know, my kids come and give me a hug, or my husband, and I'm like, oh, I think I just eyebrow stamped your face. Or, you know, you like forget and you rub and then you're wearing half an eyebrow. It's not pretty. But these are great. I find they're super easy to put on. They last nicely. The color is really good. It comes in a few different colors. I use the brown one. There's dark brown, there's blonde, there's a few others in there. Anyway, lots to choose from. If you have red hair, I know somebody that has crazy bright, fun, awesome red hair, and she actually uses the lip liner from this collection to do her brows. So that's a super clever trick that I quite liked as well. And these ones are always sharp. You never have to worry about dragging that gross wood on your eyebrow, and it's just super smooth. You can see, hopefully you can see, I'll put them on my forehead so you can see it there. Great, love these things. So we have these in eyeliners, lip liners, brow definers, and they are really amazing. So again, I'm not a pro, but I like that you can sort of just start drawing in, defining the shape that you want. I sort of think of my eyebrows as two separate pieces. So I do my front chunk first, get that arch that I like, and then rather than drawing like a rainbow, which I think looks kind of creepy personally, maybe some people think mine look creepy. That's okay. It's whatever works for you. And then I do the tail on the end here. So with these, you can, if you have brows, they're amazing because you're basically just drawing in little hairs and filling in the space, and it gives you really nice control to be able to put the makeup where you want it. And if you have no brows like me, you can do your entire brow with that. So there we go. We'll go on to the other one here. I don't know. I'm always jealous of people with brows, although I think people with brows have their own set of issues. They're always having to go and get them waxed and shaped and threaded and microbladed and you name it. There's all sorts of things. Oh, the suffering, right? All right. Put the little tail on. And they're never going to match. They're not going to be even. That's fine. Nothing on our face is ever even. Everything is set off. And again, if you have a bad brow day, don't worry about it because you're going to wash your face off at the end of the day, and tomorrow is a fresh canvas. So I don't take myself too seriously. I highly recommend it. I'm not sure if it's because I'm getting older, but to be honest, I just don't care as much anymore. These things used to matter so much more, and now it's more for fun, not because of anything other than what I like to do for me. So that's my advice to you. So once I've done this, I then do my powder. What I do in the winter especially is I do like to use foundation. In the summer, I have tons of freckles. I do in the winter too, but they just seem to pop more in the summer. I generally tan fairly easily on my face, so I don't really like a lot of coverage in the summertime. But for years, I've had a hard time finding foundation that doesn't make my face super shiny and greasy. So a combination of the foundation and the powder, I've had a really hard time finding it. I am completely in love. It's a new age transforming foundation lotion. Again, getting older, almost 40 now, so this is good. I don't know if you can really see that there. There you go. Anyway, it's great. I can put it on in the morning, and I'm so used to having to touch up throughout the day. I'm always grabbing my compact, checking, and I was like, oh, my face is not oily. That's fantastic. Normally in my T-zone, I get super shiny, and I just don't with this. So don't use it much in the summer, but in the fall, winter, spring, gold. Love this stuff. So then what I do is I come in with my powder. I don't really like these brushes, or pads. I'll use them sometimes, but I find they get really grimy. You can't really clean them. If I do end up using them, I always have spares that I'll buy that I can keep them fresh, because it's just really, you're just creating bacteria. It's nasty, so I prefer to use a brush. This way I can wash my brushes. I find it goes on more smoothly. It's just really light and easy to go. So get my big fluffy brush here, just get a little bit of product and just sort of spread it all around. It just sort of smooths everything out. softens my brows a little bit. All that concealer stick that I put on earlier, again, it just smooths it all over, puts a nice coat over top. Always make sure to go down on your neck. Some people forget, your neck is actually part of your face when you're doing your makeup, so you don't want that creepy line. And just spread it all out and blend it. And this I find works really great for just setting my makeup as well and not getting shiny through the day. So that's a really big one for me. Then my new favorite, I learned this from a friend. So you take your bronzer and your nice little angled brush. How do you show the angle there? There you go. Nice little angled brush. This is our bronzer from Avon as well. Again, I really like it. It's a super light bronzer, so it doesn't, you don't put a little bit on and it's like crazy town. You can layer it, you can put more and more and more, and whenever you feel like you're done, but you can do it without being like, I'm gonna put too much and look crazy. So anyway, take your brush, and then I like to go under the jawline, so just to really make that jaw pop, and you just put a little under there, put a little under there. Again, you can put more. Go ahead and do your fish face if that helps. Okay, and then I have a very large forehead. I'm always self-conscious about that too. So another trick that I learned is you just dust the bronzer in around your hairline. And basically what that does is it creates a shadow, and it just gives the illusion that your forehead is smaller. So I will take any help I can get in that category. And you just do that. Sometimes if I just want a light look, I'll throw some on my brows as well, or on my lids, pardon me, as well. It's really subtle. I don't even know how well this is going to show up on the screen, but again, it's just a light glow, and I enjoy it. Okay, so my first product that I'm opening today that I have not shown you yet, or myself yet, so I'm super excited. This is the Smooth Minerals blush. So it's really pretty. I'll try and show you here. Comes with a little seal on there. Oh, it's sealed. It means business. Here we go. All right, so we're going to pull that sticker off. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid back on, turn it upside down, and just give it a little tap just to get that makeup out of there. Ooh, that's really pretty. I like that. All right, so then I'm going to take my blush brush. Just take a little. Oh, and it's very subtle. Nothing too crazy, but I really like that. Just sort of a nice little pinky kissed look. Very pretty. I like that a lot. Can you see that? I feel like it doesn't look like much on the screen, but that's okay. All right, then I move into shadow. All right, so for my shadow, I love our little single palettes. These are great. They come in so many colors. They are super affordable. They go on sale all of the time, which makes them even more super affordable. So I love to stock up. I bought like, I don't know, 12 or 15 of them to sell. I'm like, oh, I'll just have them on hand. It'll be nice for people. No, I opened every single one and I'm loving it. I was like hoarding them all for myself. So I can order more, but the ones I have, I decided to keep. So anyway, I just go ahead and again, just underneath the brow, I like to highlight. I don't like to do it all the way because I feel like, again, it just gives that sort of rainbow effect. So just right up to the point and in this part here, and then also in this crease. When you put a lighter color on the inside here, nothing too white, not like crazy white, but just that subtle little bit, it helps make your eyes open. They just pop. Anything that has that kind of light shimmery color to it, it really just helps to reflect the light, and it just gives like a really soft, pretty look. So that's that. You can go back in and add some more later. Then, oh, and by the way, our brushes are amazing. I have some really, really expensive brushes, and I don't like them. I find they're really hard and stiff, and I paid a small fortune for them. I won't say the brand, but I bought our Avon ones thinking, oh, I'll just test it out and see. I don't know why, but I didn't really have a very high expectation. And as soon as I got them, I opened them up to try, and I am seriously in love. Again, so affordable. They're not very expensive. They go on sale very often, and they're beautiful. They're really, really soft. It's easy to move the product around. Nothing feels like it's dragging or pulling on your skin, and they're great. So again, major A++, big thumbs up, super impressed. All right, so again, another palette. This one here is Plum Burgundy, really pretty. So I don't know, everybody's got different shaped eyes. I personally have hooded eyes, so this part tends to be a little bit heavier, and I really have to draw in a proper crease where I want it to appear, and that helps, again, pop my eyes open more so it doesn't look all heavy. So what I do is I go from the crease, a little bit here, almost like where you would apply your eyeliner, and up, and I keep it above my natural crease because I'm trying to fake it out essentially. And again, I don't do the big rainbow arch. I like to keep it sort of across. And then that will create a new defined line where I want my attention to be drawn. All right. And again, I'm not a pro. So if you're watching this and you're like, what is she doing? This girl, she's a hot mess. That's okay. If you have comments that you would like to put because you have great ideas that would improve my look, I am all for them. So bring them on. I am still a huge work in progress, and that's good. I like that. I like having more things to learn. So next I'm going to move on to, this one is Mauved. It's very pretty. It's a super like kind of shimmery pinky color. So this one here, I'm just going to go ahead and put that all over the lid part underneath my crease, and then just up a little bit in this front part. And again, it's just the lighter color on the inside helps open up your eyes, and it smooths out that first plum color that I put on. Okay, there's that. And then the part that I had talked about faking out my crease just to really put where I would like the definition, I'm going to go in with black. This one is called Blackest Black. So I have a sort of skinnier brush here, and I'm just going to get my powder on the one side, and then essentially I'm just drawing a line just straight across, and again back down over where I would apply my eyeliner. Blend it in there a little bit. So it looks right now a little crazy, but you just keep putting it on. Fill in that area, blend it out, and it basically highlights the part that I want to look shadowed, and it helps lighten up the part that I want to look bigger and have stand out more, which is my lid, because that tends to hide in there. All these tricks we have to come up with as we get older to still feel young and fresh and good. So just get that in there, smooth it out, and that's it. And then sometimes I will take whatever's left over and just do a little shadow along the lower lash line as well, just to define my eye. Just really smudgy, super light. All right, now we are back into the Glimmer Sticks eyeliners. These ones come in so many colors, but even like the blue, the green, they all feel, they sort of read as black with just the tiny little hint of color. So again, be wild, go ahead, get some blue, some green, and you won't freak out when you see it. It's pretty tame. So these ones are great. Again, it's always sharp. You never have to worry about dragging that, you know, wood or like, oh, where'd my sharpener go? No, it's always sharp. You just roll it up, roll it down, put it away. They're fantastic. I am so in love with these. I have pretty much every color we have. And then you just go ahead and draw it on. It's really, really thin, so you can build up your line if you want to do something bigger. but I like that you can start it in small strokes and then go wherever you want with that line after. So just really subtle. And the other side. It has like a nice creamy texture to it, so it glides on super smooth. Nothing feels, you know, too dragging on your skin. There we go. That's the other one. And then I do just a little bit on the outside bottom as well. There we go. Okay, now we go on to mascara. This is personally my favorite. The Big and Daring. We have Big and Bold, Big and something else, I'm not sure. It's this whole Big and Everything collection, and they're amazing. I totally love these. We have waterproof ones as well, which is great. My eyes tend to be pretty watery, so I like the waterproof. Now with this one here, it does go on fairly thick. So I like to do my first coat, almost just place the lashes where I want them to go. Don't worry about too much about building it up. Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna grab a Kleenex here. So I don't worry too much about filling them out. I just like to get it placed where I want it to be. And then that way I can do my second coat more of a touch up. So just a little bit on the bottom there. Then on the top. You can all enjoy my nostrils. Sorry about that. Got my mirror set up above the camera, so just work it in and really start at the base and just get those lashes separated. Don't worry too much about the amount that you're putting on. Just get them spaced out and spread apart. Get that fanned look that you like, or that I like anyway. There we go. Okay, then move on to the other one. And again, just getting right in there, right down to the root. And only really worrying about fanning them out, getting them nice and separated, getting the product all the way through, and then you can come back in with your second coat just to give it that extra punch. All right. Say good? Say good. Okay, so next are the lips. I'm not a really big lipstick wearer, although I have tried quite a few since I've started selling Avon about 4 months ago, and they're beautiful. They're really creamy, the colors are really nice, they're really saturated, and nothing feels kind of gross. I know some lipsticks I've tried before, the taste is just horrible. Like, I don't know, I have to take it off right away. It's just awful. But with the Avon ones, they're really nice. They're just a soft, creamy blend. One thing I always like to do, I don't know, I am obsessed with chapstick. My whole wrapper fell off this one, but I'll show you here. I just ordered a replacement one too. So this is our SPF 15. It's great because when you're going out, you have to protect your lips. They can get sunscreen or sunburned as easily as the rest of your face can. So I like that this one has the smoothest, creamiest texture. It's so hydrating. My lips feel incredible. And it has an SPF 15, so that's super important to me. And I always like to put that on just as a base before I put my lipstick on. Again, I'm not much of a lipstick person. I am more of a gloss person. So I ordered myself a new Glaze Wear lip gloss. This one is Apple Cinnamon. I know we're in the summer, but I heard apple cinnamon and I don't know, I felt like fall. It made me feel cozy, so I added it to my cart and brought it in. It's very pretty, super shimmery. Love this. You can all see that there. It's probably upside down. There we go. All right, here goes. It is very smooth and very light. Again, like with all the products, start little and light, and you can always layer it as you go. If you want a more intense look, you can use a lip liner first. You could also put a solid lipstick color underneath and then just use this as some shimmer on top. For me, this is perfect. This is exactly the amount of color I want. It's just really subtle, really light. Love it. All right, so we're good on that. And then I'm gonna go back in and do my, oops, where did I lose it here? My second coat of mascara. My lashes have had time now to set up, and this is just the final punch round. You're just going in, your lashes are already set in place, and you're basically just putting that nice second coat on top to really accentuate. I'm a big fan of lashes. Love, love, love. All right, put that on. Looks like I got a little bit there. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's my final look. Again, like I said, we are not doing a hair tutorial today, so you have to ignore that part with my little shower clip. But I hope you enjoyed that. It was my first ever makeup tutorial, and I hope that you learned some tips that you'll try out. And if you take anything away from this, it's really just be brave, be bold, try something new. Don't take it too seriously. Don't get caught up on, oh, I don't know how to do it. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. I don't know what to do with these products. Just give it a whirl. It's super fun. And I find if I take that extra few minutes in the day to put my face on, so to speak, I feel better. I feel more presentable. Even if I'm just staying at home, I just feel better. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.